And it all started with the melanin mindset, huh?
Graphics are crazy. The graphics are crazy. What y'all gonna do? Y'all gonna breathe some air or what?
It's word life. Breathe air. We're gonna breathe air into the word.
So
we here pre-interview.
Yeah, go ahead.
We here pre-debate. Lord Abba, Dr. Ali Muhammad.
Lordless Abba.
I'm Abundance Shah for Breathe Air magazine today. So what's the vibe right now? Right before, what's the vibe right? Oh, hold on. Okay, so what's the vibe right now? Right before
the vibe is Abba Broner is about to come into the ring, and I haven't seen any of the red tops yet.
Ouch!
But this is a Fez smacking session.
Ouch!
If it's not tied down tight, you're gonna need a chin strap on the Fez to keep it in. Because we're going in. We gotta evolve to another level, guys. It's time to take out the myth. You know what I mean? And roll a fat spliff, the vegan spliff.
Vegan Mafia is in the house.
Yeah,
Vegan Mafia is in the house.
It's about to be on though. I hope the brother is ready. I don't see. Maybe they're gonna make their late debuts, but they ain't come in yet. So.
But let's tell the audience real quick, what exactly is the question?
Yeah, the question, the discussion topic. There's actually an issue over the discussion topic because we talked about a specific language, which I won't even mention now, but the language that we have now that was presented to the people is no more lies. Are the teachings of Noble Drew Ali corrupt or effective for our liberation as a people? And my stance is that at this particular point in time, based on what he gave then and trying to use that method then, now, it's not effective. It may have been effective for the time to introduce a certain body of information, but what has happened from the point then up until now is so much corruption and confusion that if not checked, it could lead to another generation possibly having a very a view of our political status and nationality that would take us on a course that would not be successful. And then we have to investigate. Here's another thing that I'm going to be touching on is big. The monopolistic leadership code is dead.
Whoa.
Like that's going in.
Monopolistic leadership.
Yeah, that's going to be put in the grave. Leadership in the community should be by the consent of the people, which means that any of us who come before the people to teach, do whatever we're doing, the measuring stick of our effectiveness is the impact it has on the people. And no matter who it is, in the past or now, we have to have a measuring system to see whether someone or something is effective for us or not. Otherwise, everything that happened to us in colonization, we need to keep it.
Right.
Because if we're not going to use a different measuring system to see whether something is effective or not, we need to follow what the white man gave us and just stop talking about this. Turn the cameras off, turn the YouTube off, let's go home. Everybody just party to Babylon sing.
Yeah, get some bacon, Pepsi.
Bacon, Pepsi, no more air, we don't even need air. This is the Lorax, you gotta buy air. You know what I mean? That's where we go if we keep these mindsets that are archaic. You know what I mean? So today is about attacking that specific thing. I don't care whether you follow Garvey, whether you follow Elijah Muhammad, whether you follow Noble Drew Ali, that age is dead. And to continue to attempt to perpetuate it with the conditions that are out here, seeing the condition of the people who are perpetuating it, we gotta stop it. We gotta figure out a different methodology. It doesn't mean we have to drop Moors. We don't want to do that. We want to keep that.
Thank you.
Let's keep that.
Right.
But it doesn't mean that everybody has to be in the Moorish Science Temple of America to be correct and to be effective in so-called 2013 going to so-called 2014. That mindset, that evangelical, dogmatic mindset must die.
That's saying something. Thank you, Brother Ali. We'll see you after the debate.
Yes, indeed.
All right.
Give thanks. Air, breathe air. Breathe. We need more air in the audience, baby. Yes.
All right, peace. This is Minister EnQi, Ed Magazine, the artist formerly known as Sinetta TV 7. You can check him on YouTube. Talk to us about the debates, brother.
Peace and Black Power, family. Brother Sinetta, House of Consciousness, representing Sinetta TV. What do you want to know in particular, my brother?
Oh, I want to know everything. I want to know. Okay, I want to know everything. I want to know. What do you feel is, because the debaters change. So you have Seti sometime, Ali sometime, this guy, that guy, Aline Bay, like, but you never change. So it's always Sinetta. So talk to me about your purpose and your drive and even putting together these debates. Because some people don't know what's going on. Some people love it. Some people breathe it like they can't wait to wake up in the morning and see another video. Like, so what's your purpose for putting this out?
Well, the purpose for me keeping these debates going is to keep information relevant in the community. You see what I'm saying? Because if it was not for the debates, we'll fall back to sleep. The debates is never meant to be volatile towards each other. It's never meant to be taken personal with one another. You know, I always say behind closed doors, a lot of people don't notice that, but I tell Ali, I tell Tahuti, I tell all the people that's getting in the ring, I said this is not about personal attacks. Go up there and bring the people some information. But sometimes it don't turn out that way. You know what I'm saying? People start getting emotional. They started getting emotional involved in it, and that's what they got to work on. So we got to work on ourselves and doing it right. But this time today, I'm going to try to take control of it. I don't want no personal attacks, especially with Dr. Ali Muhammad and Lord Abba. These two brothers been going at it for a long time. So we said we need to get them in the ring. It's better than to have them getting guns and shooting it out with each other on the street. Get in the ring. You know how we used to do when we was kids. They give you some gloves and say, yo, y'all go down there and y'all fight it out. Yep. And when you finish fighting it out, you dust it off and shake hands. Well, that's the same thing. You know what I'm saying? We want these brothers to come out here and bring the people some powerful information without getting into the personal business of it. I don't need to talk about your business. I don't need you to talk about my mama. I don't need you to talk about you punk motherfucker. People don't come to hear that. We can see that on the street. We could type in fighting on the street. We want y'all to bring the people some information and inspiration so that they can leave out of here saying, damn, I learned something from these brothers. I learned something from the sister. You know what I'm saying? That's all. That's what this is about.
Well, let me ask you this. I mean, you know I got to do it to you, son. I got to put you on the spot.
Brother.
Who's going to win that debate? Lord Abba or Ali Muhammad?
Well, me being a moderator, I can't really tell you that. All I got to do is sit back and I let y'all brothers do all of that. To me, I don't see no winners. You see, it's not about winners, because if you try to go in here looking at who's going to be the winner, then everybody's going to lose. You got to go in there trying, like I just said, getting information from both of the brothers. Then you say, well, damn, I like what Ali said on here. I can use that. Or I love what Lord Abba said. Let me use that. You see, it ain't about the winner or loser, because it's about the people.
So everybody wins.
There you go. Everybody wins, and that's what we got to do. We got to start curving this back around, making it better for the people. So when they leave out of here again, you know, it's going to be good, brother. That's all I'm saying. Man.
All right. So now let me take you from the bottom to the top. Let's go with Sara Suten Seti. Sara Suten Seti that had some battles. How would you rank Sara Suten Seti? Would you say he's 1-1? Would you say he lost to Aline Bay? Would you say he's 2-0? We need to get some structure to this thing.
Okay, well, see, now I can talk about that. I can talk about that because that's the past debate. Well, Sara Suten Seti is the general right now. Sara Suten Seti is holding the title right now.
So he's the title.
He's undefeated. Sara Suten Seti. That's the past debate. Well, Sara Suten Seti is the general right now. Sara Suten Seti is holding the title right now.
So he's the title.
He's undefeated. Sara Suten Seti. That's the past debate. Well, Sara Suten Seti is the general right now. Sara Suten Seti is holding the title right now.
So he's the title.
He's undefeated. Sara Suten Seti.
Muy bien, si le mantiene a la izquierda, perfecto. La derecha, atención, Mike Tyson, se va a la luna, Tyson. Se va a la luna, Tyson, señores. Se va a la luna, Tyson, puede perder el campeonato del mundo. Impresionante que debuta en el 5, en directo, contando en la derrota de Mike Tyson. Vas a perder por KO, Mike. Va a perder Mike Tyson por KO. Final de la...
That's the past debate. Well, Sara Suten Seti is the general right now. Sara Suten Seti is holding the title right now.
So he's the title.
He's undefeated. Sara Suten Seti.
Como le espera, ahí está perfectamente. Como le espera, ahí está perfectamente. Como le espera, ahí está perfectamente. El golpe, engancho y la serie impresionante izquierda-derecha, ahí está. Ahí está lo que nadie podía pensar ni imaginar que...
So is he the only person that's undefeated?
Yes, he's the only person no, him and Dr. Wesley Muhammad. Dr. Wesley Muhammad is also undefeated. He beat Natural Tahuti because Natural Tahuti did not deal with the topic at hand. He was dealing with Islam. I mean, he was dealing with the Nation of Islam. So the topic was Islam and African origin. You know, he started going into some damn Nation of Islam stuff. You know?
So let me ask you this. So, and I just want to make this clear for the people that might listen, read, or watch the interview. Even if you come and you bring a very powerful, a very powerful presentation, if you're not on the exact question, that would still be held against you.
Right, you can do a spectacular job. But if you're not dealing with the topic, the people are coming to see you debate the topic.
Right.
You see, I don't give a damn how good your presentation was. You ain't deal with the issues that was at hand. Dr. Wesley Muhammad stayed on topic. He stayed. He proved, according to his presentation, that Islam is an African origin. Okay. You see, it was Natural Tahuti's job to dispute that claim. He didn't. He went off into the Nation of Islam.
Right, Elijah and Farrakhan.
Right, Elijah and Farrakhan. That ain't got nothing to do with Islam. You know what I'm saying?
So let me say, so Wesley Muhammad is what, 1-0?
Wesley Muhammad is, he only had one debate, right?
So he's 1-0?
Yeah, he's 1-0.
So Seti is what, 2-0?
Seti is 2-0.
So
Seti is 2-0. He's undefeated right now.
So he beat Alim Bey and Brother Polite.
Right.
Okay, so what's Brother Polite's record?
All right, Brother Polite record going up against Malik Zulu Shabazz. I definitely got Malik Zulu Shabazz winning that.
Right.
I got Polite going up against Sara Suten Seti. I got Sara Suten Seti winning that, hands down. Grand opening, grand closing, in the words of my brother, Minister EnQi. You know what I'm saying? But now, when you see this, that don't mean I don't love you, Brother Polite. You got a lot of fans out there that feel that Polite. This is just my opinion.
So what about him against the Hebrew Israelite brother?
Him against the Hebrew Israelite brother? Wow, man, that's powerful, man, but I'm going with the Hebrew Israelite on that one.
Wow.
Because the opening was powerful. And I told my brother Polite this, so you can't say, oh, man, you get this, say this. No, I told you when it was over, I said, Brother Polite, I got to tell you something. I said, I got the Hebrew Israelite in the opening round, and then I got him in round 1. I said, you tried to make a strong comeback in the second round.
He killed the second round.
You killed it on the second round. And I said that to Polite, so it ain't like I'm talking behind my brother's back. Right. But I'm quite sure a lot of people out there on the YouTube land probably don't agree with me. That's cool. This is my opinion. Right. That's all it is.
So Polite has won. So Polite is 0-3.
And my opinion count because I'm the moderator.
Well, you're not only the moderator. This is your arena.
Right, okay.
Right, so you're not only the client.
And I have you, and I do have you going 0-1 with Tahuti on the street.
No.
With the Reese's Monkey. Tahuti beat you on the street.
Now listen, we're gonna have to deal with that because the people have me crushing Tahuti. The people have me crushing Tahuti. The people have me crushing Tahuti. And Tahuti is here, and I think even Tahuti has me crushing Tahuti because Tahuti had to go into reclusion and retirement after getting crushed like that.
Okay, come on, because I got to get back.
So you got Polite at 0-3.
You can get my hands like this so they can wild out on the screen.
Right, Illuminati.
Illuminati.
Wait, so you got Polite at 0-3. You got Tahuti at what? What's Tahuti?
Tahuti is 1-1 right now because he beat Dr. Ali Muhammad. Okay. Ali Muhammad.
No, Tahuti is 1-2. He lost in the van.
To who?
To Minister EnQi in the van.
Okay, whatever, brother.
All right.
But
so Ali Muhammad is what?
Ali Muhammad is 1-1. Because he beat Bashir. He washed Bashir up.
Oh no. So
Ali Muhammad is 2. He's 2-1 because he beat Philip Muhammad, my brother who I love. Salam alaikum.
Right.
And he beat Imam Bashir, babyface Imam.
Now wait, this brings up an interesting thing because this is something else you might want to pay attention to if you're a debater. Because I was at the debate with Ali Muhammad and Tahuti, the one you're saying he lost.
Right.
the information scientifically, Tahuti really couldn't fuck with. But it looked like Tahuti was able to get under his skin and cause him to lose his focus, and that shifted it to
From
Tahuti.
the very beginning, I think our brother Dr. Ali Muhammad thought he was going into Vietnam. He came in the house with a bulletproof vest on. You know, that shit was crazy. I don't know what the hell was he thinking.
That was a classic.
That was a classic one. Tahuti, I mean, Stomping came in, suited and booted. I mean, that one right there, if y'all missed that, y'all need to go and order that right there. You could go on Sarnetta, www.houseofconsciousness.com with a K, spelled with a K. Go on there and get them debates, man, because you need to put this in your archive. All right?
So we got Minister EnQi at 1-0. Oh, so Minister EnQi is undefeated. Uh-oh, we got to have to do something. So we got Sara Suten Seti undefeated, Wesley Muhammad undefeated, Ali Muhammad at 2-1, Natty Tahuti 1-2, Brother Polite 0-3,
I caught that, you said 1 and 2. You a slick dude, boy.
Right. Alim Bey is 0-1.
Yeah, Alim is 0-1.
And
nobody wanted to see Alim no more. I think he took a big fall with that Moore stuff.
Oh, now let me get the official consensus on Brother Shaka from you.
Well, to keep it real, Shaka had to forfeit the debate. I don't give a damn how powerful his information could have been or was. He lost to Imam Bashir because, number one, you can't come into no debate an hour and a half short. And now you depriving my brother Imam Bashir the opportunity and getting forth his information that he studied so hard for and so long for. That right there was hurtful for Bashir, man, because he put together for 2 months a powerful presentation. So Shaka lost that round. I don't care what you call it. He lost.
So Shaka's 0-1 and Bashir is 1-1.
Now that's not to say Shaka ain't got no information, because I know Shaka could wash this dude up easy. But in that debate, he lost that debate because he came late.
So Bashir is 1-1.
Bashir is 1-1.
So now let me ask you this. Including Bashir, including the Hebrew Israelite brother that went against Polite. We haven't seen the Hebrew Israelite brother that's going against Seti yet.
Today.
Who would you say is the newcomer of the year?
I would say the ISUPK, the Hebrew Israelites, because a lot of people slept on them brothers. Just like a lot of people going to be sleeping on the Hebrew today. Because my brother, the General Sara Suten Seti, his name is so big right now, and he's going up against somebody who don't have a name. So they automatically, Seti might win the debate here in the forum, but when you put it up on YouTube,
that's a good
people
point.
might see a whole different debate. You see
that's
what
a good
saying?
point.
Can you
because
explain
of the people
that
that's
more?
here.
Explain that more.
Okay, what I'm saying is that, what I'm saying, yes, good point. What I'm saying is that most of the people that's coming here, they already going with Sara Suten Seti. He's going to get the applause. Oh, go Seti. He's going to get the rousing of the crowd.
Right.
Because of the name, and the Hebrew dude don't have no name out there. Nobody know who he is. So, they automatically going to put deaf ears to what he's saying.
Right.
And such a stigma has been attached to Hebrew Israelites.
Correct.
They automatically want to shit on him.
Yeah, I just seen your man Perry outside.
Yeah, but see, I want to make it clear that all Hebrew Israelite groups are not the same.
That's right.
All right? Y'all need to know that. Just because somebody say they are a Hebrew Israelite, don't automatically say, oh, them niggas is lost. You don't know. You got to see what he know first. You got to build with the brother first. So that's what I mean by Sara Suten Seti can win the debate here. But when it goes up on YouTube and the people see the information for what it's worth, they might start saying, well, damn, I like what the Hebrew had to say too.
Right.
You understand what I'm trying to say, man?
You get a chance to break it down and research the information.
And that's the same thing the way it happened with Polite. Most of the people come to see Polite and they say, yeah, well, Polite name is big and it's out there. So they would say, yeah, I'm rolling with Polite and I'm going to shut deaf ears to what they saying, because these are Hebrew Israelites. These niggas are lost.
Right.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying, brother.
And so, all right, and one last question. What's Brother Sarnetta's record?
Well, my record is 50-0. I'm 50-0 right now. I'm hitting hard. I'm still doing what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying?
Thinky Bernard Hopkins. You ain't got no more white folks kissing your feet on 125th, man.
Yes,
that's how Netta's going.
I still do. No, that's not going. I did it last year, so I'm gonna try to bring it back together this year. I'm gonna see what I can do. See if I still got it. We're gonna do it this year too. I'm gonna get one. I gotta get one white woman. One white woman gotta bow down and kiss my feet before this new year is over. All right, so we're gonna work on that.
You only got what, 7, 8 days left?
I got 7, 8 days. I will bring the information
now,
to you.
Oh, you know what? you know I knew you was talking about me too in that video.
Which one?
The one where you was eating that food and said, I know somebody gonna say something about my...
Oh yeah, I definitely was talking about the brother minister. Because I know he gonna be on my ass.
You know it.
You know, I'm eating grits,
that's
I'm eating fish.
Early
so I already
in the
know
morning.
EnQi gonna have something to say about that.
I said, I'm about to
you know, I still got a little Negro in me. I'm trying to get it out.
Mrs. Sinetta and get...
Tell him how you ushering in the new live stream paradigm.
Oh yeah, man. You know, we got TownZoneTV.com, and what we're gonna be doing is trying to give the people some information for free until y'all start getting beside yourself. Then I'm gonna have to charge you Negroes out there. Right now, I'm trying to bring y'all in and bring the people in, and I'm gonna give it to the people for free. You know, bring my living room right into your living room. You know, that's how I'm doing this right now.
Heard it first.
I need Muhammad to start setting up. Peace, and I want to give a strong shout out to my sister Abundance Child. All right, Abundance Child is doing what she's doing on the health tip, and got a good soldier right here, my brother Minister EnQi. So this is the dynamic duo right here.
Vegan Mafia exclusive.
All right.
I should have ordered my supplements from Minister EnQi at the Amber Institute. Don't be like me. Order yours now while you still have time. Call Jason for 3-day shipping.
I want to say peace and black power. Welcome to another Sarnetta TV show, House of Consciousness debate. We have Dr. Ali Muhammad over here, and we have Brother Lord Abba over here. What I want to say to both of my brothers right here, this is about the people. We don't want to get into no nigger mess. We don't want the brothers, this is the rules. We don't want you, nobody is talking about people's personal life. We don't want to hear you faggot motherfucker, you chump motherfucker, because we cheating the people when we do that. All right? Both of y'all understand that. We got to respect each other's time. We want to go in there and
break down the times again too.
I'm gonna go into that.
Okay.
We want to respect each other's time. We don't want to go over each other's time. You see what I'm saying? No disrespecting each other. I'm going over that again. No dealing with people's business. Ain't no trying to shut people's businesses down. We want to deal with personally the information. Right. That's all we trying to do. And the people is coming to hear y'all deal with the information. Yes. Is that cool, brothers?
Yes, sir.
Can we shake hands and go out swinging? Yes,
definitely.
There you go. That's all I want to say. Don't cheat the people. Is there anything you want to say, brother?
Nah, bro, I'm ready.
Is there anything you want to say, Lord Apple?
You gonna get this work. Period.
There you go. Let's get it in there.
Okay, wait. The time. The time.
All right, the time. Here we go right here. Good, good, EnQi, good.
I'm gonna hook the presentation up because the laptop is dead. If he gonna is he gonna flash drive it into the?
You gonna hook it up?
You got a flash drive?
Yeah, I have one, but my joint is already on the computer.
All right. Okay. So we're gonna have to switch. We're gonna have to figure out how we want to do that. Are we gonna switch computers?
Oh man, hold on, man.
What?
I ain't got the time on me.
I thought it was 5:30. Q&A with everybody.
How did I do that, man?
Yeah, but wait, the Q&A is everybody on the panel at the same time or what?
After the second.
5 minutes, 5 minutes. 30, 30.
Yeah. And then do we have closing 5 minutes too?
Closing 5 minutes, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
5,
Oh,
so we're going 5, 30,
30.
2 times, and then close on 5.
5.
No.
See, that's
5, 5.
30.
30, 30, 20, 20.
What?
20, 20, because I'm looking at the time. Look at what we're doing. Look at what we're doing. We got another
And
heavy hitter.
then 22, so the last 20 would be
Who got a pin on him? Who got a pin on him?
I got one.
So is the last
Hurry up. Let's get this in.
so the last 20 is a
cross-examination or
Let's get it in. We got to look at the time.
That's not what I was expecting right there.
Put another 30.
Okay, number 30 minutes, and then close on 5, right?
Now add that up. Right.
That's 1 hour and 10
Altogether, it
minutes.
should be 2 hours. Y'all should have 2 hours.
2 hours.
If we start on time.
Yeah, 2 hours.
That's 2 hours.
2 hours with 5-minute intros.
That's
too.
good.
All right.
Okay, so that's
2
good,
hours,
right?
Yeah, 2 hours,
okay.
20 minutes.
There you go. All right, we're good then.
All right, there you go.
All right, let's roll, brother.
Keep this.
All right.
Here you go, Minister.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We got the exclusive.
Go on first, Ali.
You or me? Oh.
Go ahead, come on. Where we at? Who there?
I'm
All right, I'm ready. All right, I'm ready.
All right. Peace. This is Abundance Child. This is minutes right before the debate is about to go down. It's Breathe Air Magazine.
Exclusive.
We got the General exclusive. We got Minister EnQi. Minister EnQi, you got some questions real quick?
Well, I know you always in the debates. So I never got you ranked as the champion right now because you won the debate. But being in the debates, do you watch the debates?
Do I watch them? Not all the time.
Okay.
Not all the time.
Okay.
Not all the time.
Who was your prediction for Lord Abba and Polite? I mean, and Ali Muhammad?
Prediction, Ali Muhammad. I predicted that he would win.
What did you think? Who was the winner of the Ali Muhammad and the Hebrew Israelite debate?
Ali Muhammad in Hebrew?
No, Polite in the Hebrew.
Polite in the Hebrew.
You know what? I didn't see it. I didn't see the whole debate.
Ali Muhammad and Philip Muhammad.
Didn't see that.
Which debates did you see? We want to know your opinion on
I didn't even watch my own shit. You know, that's one of my strategies. I don't, you
You
know,
got the Floyd Mayweather.
you know, because, you know, if I come with mine, that changed the whole program, you know, so I focus on what I need to focus on.
Okay, speaking of you then, did you do anything different than you normally do to come into this debate?
I'm gonna be much faster with my points, you know. I did, you know, I got a lot more points to hit on this time, you know. I got a barrage of points. Barrage. You know what I'm saying?
Now, is that because the time is more strictly enforced now, or?
Well, you know, you just want to get just like fights. You want to get more punches in it. You know, you want to get, and then you're going to have power punches. So, you know, I'm going to beat him with the power punch, and I'm going to beat him with just punches. You know, punch for punch. You know what I'm saying?
So, lastly but not least, before I turn it over to the system, is there anybody that you're looking for that you would like to get in the ring with?
you know what, debating ain't is something that I gotta do. You know, I know the young cats like it, and so that's why I do it. But, you know, really, I feel that I'm the premier researcher of my generation, period. When you lay the resume out, you know, they can't fuck with me. I'm just gonna be real. They can say what they want, but I'm gonna lay my resume out from the jump, and it's gonna establish who's the premier researcher and who's regurgitating. You see?
We heard that he said he is the premier researcher. What we're used to hearing from you is we hear a lot of Astro Crazy. We know that he's one of your teachers. Are we gonna get something different today? What are we gonna get?
Pound the ground.
Alright.
You know, I'm a pound the ground. You know what I'm gonna do. I've been doing this a long time. Ain't nothing gonna change. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's gonna catch me because you're not here. If you wasn't with me when I was with the elders, you'll never catch me. The only way you're gonna beat me is if I beat myself. That's it.
You heard it right here. Breathe air. We got the champion. 3-0. He does this because the youth like it. That's why it's important. So we signing off.
Peace. Black Power.
General Sara Suten Seti, and I got the brother Nasi. We doing the same thing we did with brother Ali Muhammad and Lord Abba, and we're gonna ask you brothers to stay away from personal attacks. We want y'all brothers to go in there, get it in, be as strong as you want to be, but we don't want each other up there cursing each other out. You see what I'm saying? Because the people paid for us to get some powerful information, and we want to try to take the nigga shit out of the debates. Y'all feel me? That's all we said. But I'm not trying to take away from your power or yours. I want you to keep, you know, you're going to do what you do. Stay hard as hell. You, my brother, stay hard as hell. Just no personal attacks. Let's keep it on the information. Is there any questions with y'all brothers? Any questions, Brother Nasi? Any questions?
No,
Any
sir.
questions from over here? All right, shake hands and let's get out there.
Let's get ready to rumble!
All right, my brothers.
And the New York football giant
Drink as long as you get
win
drunk.
the
Don't matter what you
Super
drink as long as you get drunk.
Bowl.
I'm bound to get nasty and pop them cokes like your booty won't pass me. Come here, baby, I don't mean to grab your wrist, but I want to show you my dance and go suck.
Hello, non-believers out there. This is Sunday school. Let's all bow our heads. I am the minister. F-B-P.
We come around once in a blue just to show you that we love you and we'll never leave, 'cause we are anointed, we're the same way every day, 'cause we're angels, some mighty and some meek, and we're sent down from the heavens to achieve a destiny. Yes, we're angels, and we seek our own reproof, and we represent the same God who sent his only Son for you. Yes, we're angels.
City to city, the drama's the same. USG certified, they know my name. Drowning in debt, coming up with the bins in a situation where the means justify the ends. What's the best tool to build? Could it be drugs? Could it be thugs or brotherly love? These babies gotta eat, so it really don't bother me. As long as we escape poverty, bracing for the worst, on the quest for the best. When other niggas quit, I pledge my flesh to my last breath, and I ain't never stop, I never turn back. The evil that men do can never turn black in the slums with bums that take your life for crumbs. G stood plumb on they square and made men out of sons. Men out of sons.
Okay, what you just did. Vegan Mafia. That's where I'm at right now. I'm in the living room getting my 2014 on right now. I'm in the living room. Living room is a, you know, it's a one-on-one spot where you can come down. You come down, get your hair braided, nice one-on-one setting. Get your dreads twisted, your locks locked, all your natural holistic hair services. Be down in Georgia. And I thought it would be a great time to kill two birds with one stone. All right, so everybody right now is waiting. Everybody's waiting. I just spoke to Sinetta yesterday. Sinetta just hit me up yesterday. Minister EnQi, when are you gonna drop that backstage exclusive footage, because it's getting hot out here in these streets? And I said, yo, I heard the radio. I heard the radio show with Unc and the Almond Ra Squad. You know, so you know, and you know, big up Air Network. You know, that's the home team. You know, I heard some controversy about what happened on Abundance Radio show. You know, I heard a lot of different things going on. And you know, and I know everybody's waiting for the magazine that you know, with the exclusive coverage to the event. And I guess some people got confused and thought that that was going to be the January issue. So some people were like, yo, the magazine is crazy, but I didn't see none of the stuff from the first debate, you know. I'm reading the stuff from the Hebrew Israelites that debated polite. So, and thanks for everybody's support on the magazine. It's a classic already. It's classic already. There's nothing else I can say. So, you know, right now, our dear brother Jason has some family issues to deal with. Plus, we had a overwhelming response to the Christmas sale, free Candida cleanse, and support for the magazine. So we've been overworked, underpaid, at work for the people. Woo! Getting my ass kicked right now. So anyway, bringing it back to the focus. It's my first braid job in I don't know how long, so my scalp is like, really? Like, in a word, really?
Yeah!
Okay, Christopher.
Huh?
Go watch Scooby-Doo. So, to bring it back.
My bro killed that.
So I never like, yo.
My bro menses.
Christopher.
Where's menses?
Sleep. So to bring it back, everybody's waiting for the official consensus to what happened.
Mommy, I left the patio door cracked because it was too freezing.
At the debate.
Okay.
Come here, Christopher.
Huh?
Come here. Okay. All right. Say hi to everybody.
Hi.
All right. Good. All right. Good. And we got good lighting on it so everybody can see. This is the Chase Prince of ChaseLight.org. So everybody's waiting. No, don't you interrupt me again, brother. You don't say nothing. Don't you say it. So everybody's waiting for the official consensus to what it is that went down. And why is there such an uproar and an upset about the second debate, the main debate, the main event of the evening? What was going on out there? What was the vibe like? How did it, what we heard?
How did it move?
How did it move? Exactly, Christopher. Everybody wants to know how the event moved. How is it that the reigning king, Sara Suten Seti,
I saw what it was.
No, shh, don't tell everybody you saw the debate, brother. So everybody wants to know, how is it that people are saying that this newcomer was able to take down Sara Suten Seti? And that's a conversation that we're going to have to do. So,
I know where.
Shh, Christopher, they don't want you to tell them. So I got some special guests that I'm going to be dropping in from time to time. And we're going to go through this whole debate situation so we can see what happened. And I'm going to do all this right here from the living room as I'm getting touched up. So this is the living room right here from the living room. All right? The living room is powered by Growing Hands, powered by the Drop Squad Kitchen, powered by the Amber Institute. Stay tuned. Let's get straight to business, all right? We right here. We in the living room. I'm getting touched up by the most growing hands on the East Coast of America. You got to experience this. I promise you. I promise you. Everybody whose hair she does. This is Miss Crystal. Excuse me, this is Mrs. Crystal. Everybody that gets their hair done by her, their hair will grow a minimum of 1 to 3 inches in the first 3 months. All right, you really have to experience this activity. It's incredible. But anyway, I'm getting my joint tucked away nice and exclusive. With the holistic energy and and I'm taking it old school. And I maybe got the children in the background in the living room watching Scoop. All right, so that's what I said. Move forward. All right. What I want to deal with is just pre-debate. Pre-debate going in. All right. I think I speak for the majority of us with common sense. And the reason I say the majority of us with common sense, because when we deal with the first debate, which is Ali Muhammad versus whatever, there were a lot of people that were forced to make judgments between their common sense, and their love of nationality, nationhood, organized spirituality, religion, etc., etc., etc. Okay, and the reason why I say common sense is because people might say, "Oh yeah, well, of course you biased anyway because you walked all over, this guy." Whatever. People might say whatever they want to say, but when I critique these debates, I really am just strictly business. You know what I mean? It's not any knock to anybody, but the common sense people are just like, yo, that's the easy wash right there. Ali's gonna kill Lord Abba. Okay, the first debate. He's gonna kill him, and not necessarily just because Ali is so dynamic and all of this other, fluff that's associated with any particular speaker by his main core following, right? Everybody's core following thinks they're great, awesome, the best, whatever. That's cool, but that doesn't go outside of your core following. So if you're gonna really look at a debate, pre-debate, and give real and a real analysis, you have to first look at how do these people perform in these types of situations. And so right out of the gate, that's why I would say Lord Abbott just didn't belong in there with Ali Muhammad, is because Lord Abbott didn't have the experience to handle an event of that magnitude, period. You saw it in the fumbling around, and the fumbling around started before the event happened, which is backstage, and some of that footage you will actually have already seen by the time you get to this point. If I decide to make 2 videos, or just 1 video, which is I think what I'm gonna do. It's just gonna be a long video. But so you should probably have already seen that part, and just not understanding how to be smooth with the setting up the computers and the display. Then when it came out, his compute, like the table, him and Imam Bashir, who also lost a debate to Ali Muhammad, you know, that might not have been good to have a guy in your corner that just lost the debate to the guy you're debating right now, like 2-3 months prior. That probably wasn't a good idea either. But you know, the table collapsed, the computer couldn't stay up, he just wasn't ready for the pressure of being in front of a room like that. So Lord Abbott he just couldn't handle that. He wasn't ready. He just has to really do more lectures, teach more classes. He has to do more work in terms of you know, when you go back through the debate, watch the video, whatever, you'll see Lord Abbott has some great information. I mean, again, another reason why he just clearly lost. You know, it's just so out and outright that it was just a landslide. There's no reason to really go into blow by blow and all that kind of stuff. But it's easy to see Lord Abbott lost because, again, his arguments weren't, meaning there's an opening round, there's a first round, then there's the second round, right? In the opening, Ali Muhammad asked Lord Abbott to produce a document. Produce a document. 3 rounds went by. Lord Abbott produced no documents. In fact, the majority of the things he was putting up was emails and stuff that could have been hand typed by himself. Not that it was hand typed, just could have been. So it's like, okay, cool. You know, some people still like the info, and like I said, I still like a lot of the info. I learned a lot of stuff about Noble Drew Ali and the temple that I didn't know from Ali and from Lord Abbott. But to come into a debate like that, like Lord Abbott put together a great lecture. It was a great lecture. Both his rounds were great lectures. However, it just wasn't a great debate. You know, he didn't have the documents. He didn't have the crispness of a debate. In fact, he kept saying that throughout the lecture, which also is a sign that he just wasn't ready for that type of room. He kept saying, oh, I'm not here to make you laugh. I'm here to teach. You're not here to teach. You at a debate. You know, you teach in class. You know, that's not what a debate is for. In a debate, you're there to win an argument. All right? In a debate, you are not there to teach. You're there to win an argument. And hopefully, if your mind and your heart is in the right place, you will teach in the process of winning your argument. But don't be fooled. In a debate, the person usually going to win is the person that came there to win the argument, not to teach. All right? And in teaching, all things can be employed. Okay? You can use comedy, you can use whatever. So, you know, him reiterating throughout the debate over and over again how he was not there to entertain people, he was there to teach. Entertainment is the easiest, strongest, and surest way to teach people. So that just showed his lack of I guess I would say educational prowess in terms of being a teacher and understanding what teaching is. You could teach with anything. You could teach with instruments. You could teach with... So that distance, and the reason I'm saying that is because that distanced him from the audience. When you keep saying over and over, I'm not here to entertain you, I'm here to teach you. When you keep saying things like, you know, Ali Muhammad knows that you are unintelligent, so he'll trick you like this, and you know, because you don't know what this word means, he can trick you like that, and because you don't read this type of dictionary, anybody can fool you like this. You're saying that in a room, and you're forgetting, again, this is a mistake that only a novice to that type of event, the magnitude of the event you're in, would make. You're forgetting the audience that you're speaking to. You're not speaking to John Q. Public. You're not standing on a soapbox somewhere on the street. You're sitting in a room full of teachers. Even the most newest person that came to spend money, $20, $15, on watching a debate. You know, then you got fresh, you got clean. You know what I'm saying? Because the debates is where it's at now. So you got fresh, you got clean, you came out. You know what I mean? You got your little food, you know, your little holistic. You know, you got your little healing on for 20, 30 minutes. You know what I mean? You got your little plate of fake healthy food and all that. You know, we do it. You know, we make it like it's Hollywood Squares out there. You know what I mean? You come and get your plate. And the reason why I say fake food is because, you know, half of everybody that's there is just getting healthy food at the event. They leaving right out the event to go to KFC and do something ignorant. And it's cool though, even if you just come to the event and get something healthy, because you know what? That's what the events is for. You get an option to explore some different things and maybe down your life make some different decisions. But you know, we doing the event the whole way. You know, you coming through, you getting you a little shirt, a little hoodie, couple of DVDs. You know what I mean? You might grab something from me. You might grab something from Azariah. You know, you might grab a couple DVDs from Brother Rich. You know, Polite always in the venue with 15 goddamn racks worth of shit in there. You know what I mean? So, you know, you leave with some information that way. You know, you got the brothers, the sisters that comes with the ornaments, the jewelry, the crystals. Big up Sister Kafunya, you know. So everybody comes through and do what they do. You know, I come through with the Philadelphia family, the Vegan Mafia. You know, we turn it up. You know, Prince come out with the bitters. You know, But Lord Abba just wasn't ready for that. You know what I mean? That's an event right there. That's what we do. That's our cultural thing right now. We come out to see the debate. You know, we come out. So when cats come out and cats ain't used to that pressure, you know, you're not going. It's not Facebook. You know what I mean? Like, it's not Facebook when you add a debate. It's not Facebook. You don't get the chance to sit there and Google and go back with your response 2-3 days later. Like, it's not Facebook. You really need to know what you're talking about. Even if you're just trying to navigate to find some information on the spot, you really need to know what you're talking about. And Lord Abba just wasn't ready for that. He wasn't ready for that. He just wasn't ready for the venue. He wasn't ready with his presentation in terms of having his computer running good. So to give him a fair shake, you know, to say that it was anything but a massacre, I would say that Lord Abba really needs to just do more work in terms of lectures and building himself up. and then come back to the debates later on after he gets more work in, like more experience doing shows and lectures and stuff. Because you know, I done been with cats on the road, and we done had lectures where it been 200, you know, plus, and we done had spots where it been like 5, 10, you know what I mean? And we'd have been to colleges and just all kinds of places, and you really have to, you know, it's all types of audiences, you know, and you really have to be able to, you know, so many things are important. So many things are important. So, yeah, that's that. I mean, it ain't too much to go in on the app. I think that I think he just didn't understand. I didn't even understand the idea of debate. You know, he focused on debunking Ali, if you will, debunking Ali more so than winning people over to his argument, which is what a debate is about: winning people over to your argument. And so that's that. Now, to the main topic of controversy, all right? Because everybody knows that after watching the Lord Albert, Ali Muhammad, what was the outcome? All right. So my predictions for that going in was Ali Muhammad over Lord Albert. So of course I picked. I mean, you know. I had to go with Seti. I had to go with Seti because Seti has been time tested. I mean, he done went up against Alim Bey, and some people consider that to have been a major upset at the time. But he went up against Alim Bey, and he was successful. Then he went up against Brother Polite, and you know, Brother Polite come with his barrage of information. You know, so coming off of those debates, not having not seen this gentleman before ever, not even do a class, it was like, okay. I mean, I started to check him out after we started to hear about him. So I seen, you know, I seen his pre-debate, which was supposed to be with Seti, but what looked like it was with Unc. So I already seen the riding, you know, the riding starting to happen already before the debate. It's supposed to be a pre-debate between Nazi and Seti, and Unc is doing all the debating for Seti. Like, come on, man. That hurt Seti, because I think because Unc was doing all the talking during the pre-debate, Seti wasn't prepared to do no talking during the real debate. Had Unc been quiet and let Seti get prepared in the pre-debate, he might have been victorious. Oh, I'm giving away the secret. All right, so anyway, so I went with Seti. Even though coming off of the loss, Polite suffered to the other Hebrew Israelites, should have let everybody know the specific precedence has been set. So my man gonna come over and ask mad questions, then turn up Scooby-Doo mad loud. It's all right, Ari. You can leave it up. It's good. You can leave it right there. Leave it right there. All right, turn it up a little bit. All right, that's good. So, right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to some special guests via satellite. This is how we doing this. I'm going to special guest via satellite from the living room. All right, don't forget, this is the living room, powered by Growing Hands, powered by the Drop Squad Kitchen, powered by the Amber Institute. All right, so without further ado, peace. Peace.
Seth, I'm talking about my review. Going into the debates, the Lord Abba and Ali Muhammad debate, the Seti and Brother Nasi debate. First, I'm going to start with Ali Muhammad and Lord Abba. Who did I have winning the debate before the debate? I had Ali Muhammad winning the debate before the debate because I know Lord Abba studied more science, but I ain't think he could really come out of that and deal with other things, deal with other research, deal with other articles and documents and science and cross-reference. I didn't see that from him. And I know Ali is a great researcher. He come hard, he really study, he live what he talk about. So I knew that it was going to be hard to beat Ali Muhammad, for anybody to defeat Ali Muhammad. Speaking of Seti and Brother Nasi debate, who did I have winning the debate before going into the debate? Well, I never heard of Brother Nasi, and I come up under the Hebrew Israelite community in Philly, Keith Irene, and I used to travel going to different Israelite congregations, and I know that people couldn't really come out the Bible, so I didn't really know. I just wanted to see it, but I know Seti come hard. Seti know his information. He come from Dr. Ben, Ashwell Quasi and them, so I just wanted to see did we have another Israelite brother that could come outside of the Bible, and break down the Bible too, like could that know how to break down the Bible and come outside the Bible. So I just wanted to see it.
Give us your input on the pre-debates. Who did you pick to win? Who did you pick to win the debates? And yeah, just give me your pre-debate picks. Ali, Abba, and Seti versus the newcomer.
In the pre-debate with Lord Abba and Ali Muhammad, I chose Ali Muhammad primarily because I wasn't aware of Lord Abba's body of work and what he really brought to the table, especially since in the preliminary debates, he didn't want to show up. So since he didn't want to show up, it made it very difficult to decide if he even had a chance against Ali. So definitely pre-date debate, I picked Ali Muhammad versus Lord Abba. Now, the Israelite versus Seti, Seti was the champion. At least in my opinion, he was the champion in the sense that, not champion over others, but he was the champion in the sense that he was undefeated in all the opportunities he was given to debate. So based on his track record, I had chosen him. Also, the Israelite brother, I didn't know much about him at all. So it was hard to get his body of work. So in essence, I picked Ali and I picked Seti because I knew their body of work. I didn't pick the other two because I didn't know much about them. So it's hard to choose somebody that you have no real background information on who they are. So yeah, my answer was Ali and Seti.
All right, so we're gonna go over here. We're gonna go over here. Now we got that. Don't say nothing. Just keep your lips zipped. All right, we're gonna go right here.
Pre-debate, I chose Dr. Ali Muhammad over Lord Abba. Why? Dr. Ali Muhammad is a veteran. Lord Abba is rookie as far as in the debate ring. So I chose Dr. Ali Muhammad. Now for the Seti versus Nasi debate, I wasn't sure about Seti and I wasn't sure about Nasi. What I did say to myself is if Seti came with the same arguments he always has and the same teaching that he always has, that he might get knocked out by Nasi if Nasi came with some information that we are unfamiliar with. So I was leaning more towards Nasi only because I've never seen Seti do a debate and didn't have the same format.
All right, so I'm not going to spend much time on who I thought won the Ali Abba debate because I obviously said that in my opening statement. So I'm just pass the ball.
Now, who won the debate? First, I'm going to start with Ali Muhammad and Lord Abba. Ali Muhammad bodied Lord Abba. Bad. Why? First round. First off, Ali Muhammad was there early. He was ready. He was ready to go. He was comfortable. He was confident. So that showed me that he was ready. And Lord Abba came kind of late. He didn't show up at the debate late, but he wasn't there early to have his stuff organized. I think if you really ready, you supposed to be there before the event start to have your stuff ready. And he wasn't. And then on top of that, his laptop kept messing up and he yielded his first opening debate. So that's automatically lost in the first round. And then on top of that, like he couldn't get his stuff together. He was stumbling over words and he just kept saying, I'm not here to entertain you. That when you keep saying I'm not here to entertain you, I'm here to teach, it just showed that the crowd not messing with you. So I gotta say this because the crowd not messing with me. So, but Ali showed you documents, he showed you books, he showed all the proof and everything he needed to show you to prove his point. So if you ain't agree with something, go ahead, research it, because the document's right there, the book's right there. And Lord Abba didn't really rebuttal nothing or didn't come with nothing to prove his point. He didn't prove that Noble Drew Ali didn't learn from nobody else. He didn't prove none of these things. So Ali Muhammad bodied them each round, and it was a wipeout.
Okay, so you see this how we on shit via satellite.
Lord Abba and Ali Muhammad. Who won? Ali Muhammad. Because Ali Muhammad developed a rapport with the audience by having some punchlines and having some entertainment component to his argument. Lord Abba did not come to entertain. He came to educate. So he never developed a rapport with the audience. So just on rapport with the audience and connection, Lord Abba had no connection. So if there was any major critique, because I still don't know his body of work, after everything he said, it was still confusing. But in essence, if there was any major critique I would have to give to him, is he needs to practice on connecting with the audience, developing a rapport with the audience. Because this is not a lecture. This is a debate. And in a lecture, you speak, you teach, you sell some books, you turn into a DVD that people can go back home, they can research it, they can study it, and, it's teacher-student relationship. In a debate, somebody wins and somebody loses. And the litmus test to who wins and who loses is based on the people and is based on the audience. So if Lord Abba is not connecting, and if he's not making rapport, and if he's removing the harmony and the emotions and the rhythm of our people are rhythmic people. So they need to be moved because we're not stagnant. We're not monotonous. We're fluid. So he did not connect with the people. That's one reason why, for me, Abba lost and Ali won, because Ali made that connection. Ali knows how to create a rapport with the audience. On the second point is that when you study like law and civics, because Lord Abba is saying you shouldn't call yourself black, because in law and civics that puts you in an inferior position, and you don't want to go in there in an inferior position. But he never explained how in his other positions he can actually get, sovereignty or freedom or his own nationality. I'm not saying that he doesn't know these type of pieces of information, but he didn't teach the audience how does he do that, how does he discharge mortgages, how does he deal with credit card, how does he deal with his nationality, how does he create a relate using the Moorish Science Temple, using Noble Drew Ali. He was so busy trying to attack the Ali Muhammad imposter or the myth maker, and he was too busy doing that he didn't, at least I didn't leave out of there knowing, okay, based on the Moorish Science Temple, these are the affidavits you throw down in order to get this type of outcome that you're looking for from a legal perspective. So since those outcomes are so attractive in the Moorish Science Temple, I want to look at Noble Drew Ali and that whole thing as something relevant, because he'll show you the procedure or give you certain remedies to get these outcomes. But I don't know what Noble Drew Ali did based on what Lord Abba was teaching. So Lord Abba, when it came to subject matter, didn't explain to the audience exactly how the Moorish Science Temple brings about civic and lawful remedies using the Moorish Science Temple paradigm. Because if I'm going to sacrifice, not calling myself black and not calling myself these scientific terms that are true, right, and exact for myself, on the basis that I'm looking for some legal outcomes, so in the courtroom and in legislation I'm able to pass through, and I just omit the black so that I can get that other part, I don't mind making that sacrifice, or at least considering making that sacrifice for those kind of outcomes. But he wants me to drop black without understanding what remedy, what procedures he uses while using more and omitting black in order to get. I don't know his body of work. So since I don't know his body of work, and that's what the whole idea was we can't criticize the Moorish Science Temple, because what is the Moorish Science Temple doing in civics, in law, in nationality that's actually getting them economical, social, family-orientated remedies? And if he's not bringing any remedies, then what is the Moorish Science Temple, and what is the whole civic stuff, and why are we knocking off black when we don't even know what's he's going on? So, yeah, Ali won by a landslide, because I really got no entertainment from Abba, and I got no education from Abba. So, peace.
I've been around the world.
Lord Abba and Dr. Ali Muhammad, who won? Dr. Ali Muhammad won. Dr. Ali Muhammad, again, he was a veteran. 2, Lord Abba was a rookie. He was not prepared. He had technical difficulties. He had spiritual different things that were going on. The tables were falling down, and it seems like once that happened, he was not able to stand on his square and recover, as far as I'm concerned. He was redundant. He kept telling everybody that he came to teach, when in fact that was not the venue to be delivering the perfect dissertation. It was a place to rebut the fact that Dr. Ali Muhammad said Prophet Noble Drew Ali was not the first place to talk about our nationality. Prophet Noble Drew Ali was not the leader of the Canaanite temple. Prophet Noble Drew Ali did not go to Panama, and Lord Abba did not bring anything other than a guidepost. He did not bring anything other than information that was his personal information to the table. So therefore he lost.
All right. Now I get to tell y'all who I think won. Sara Suten Seti versus the Nuke. Oh my goodness. It was a landslide victory. The opening round, the first round, and the second round all goes to the winner. And the new. And the new. You know, when you hear that, you know it's an upset. Like, oh, shit. Man, the ball came out there and beat Seti in every single round. In fact, Seti didn't even want to come out for the last round. It was supposed to have been a closing round. But Seti didn't want to come out for that closing round. So the rounds, like, so Sinetta actually stopped it. You know, Seti actually threw the towel in. So how later on it get controversial, I don't know how it was controversial. But we was all with the champ. You know, let's keep it 100. I mean, everybody that wasn't in the Hebrew Israelite Brothers camp, we was riding with the champ. You know, I mean, you see the pre-debate. You see the pre-debate backstage exclusive. So you know, you see what was the tempo was like. You know what I mean? You see what the temperament was like. You see what people's demeanor was like. You see what the whole atmosphere, the how the feng shui was you know, functioning, how the energy was moving, like. So everybody pretty much was going with the champ. You know what I mean? Like I said, during the pre-debate that the Hebrew Israelite brother had with EnQi, you know, that's a better way we should put it. You know, Sara Suten Seti moderated a pre-debate between the Hebrew Israelite brother and EnQi. You know what I mean? Which EnQi wound up getting the worst end of towards the end of that debate. Everybody can just watch that and see that they saw. But I mean, Seti just underestimated just the Hebrew Israelite. I think Seti. Let me say this. Bad choice of words. I think Seti overestimated himself. There's a difference. I think Polite lost because he underestimated the Hebrew Israelite. I think what Seti did was he overestimated himself, and I think that he got too big just to stay in tune with the people, and it happens from time to time, you know. In the pre-interview, I was asking him things like, you know, this is a different type of opponent, so to speak, than you faced in debates previously. Have you done anything different? He said, no, he don't do nothing different. I said, well, did you catch any other debates? How are you looking at the other debates? He said, he don't watch other debates. So when you get to that point where you no longer are staying abreast of the growth of the rest of the community around you, at the same time as you're saying that you're the best researcher, you know, you just put yourself in a tough situation where you have to produce. And so, and I think also when you're at the top, people are always looking to see you remain at the top at the same time as being an innovator. A lot of people are losing or being exposed for not being able to be creative or be innovators. You know, they're always in the process of saying somebody else's information. You know, like you know, right now the brothers out there talking about vitamin D and cannibalism. You know, that's good. I feel great that there are teachers that like what it is that we're putting out there, and they repackaging and flipping and bouncing and whatever. You know, that's cool. You know, I think that what me and Dr. Ali Muhammad did on the road was incredible. So we, in the midst of creating that that information, we were hoping that we would have that effect. So having brothers that's copying, you know, some of the things that I did or we did great. That being said, you have to stay abreast of what's going on in your field. You know, so that was just cocky. That was overestimating himself, whereas you don't have to practice, you don't have to get ready, you don't have to see what your competition looks like you don't have to do anything, and you're still going to win. And it was those very same things that wound up at the end of the debate biting him in the ass. The opening round, he chose not to use his opening round. So he did, when the opening round came in, he chose not to use his opening round. And he said that he didn't need an opening round because he's Sara Suten Seti already, and that his name already says it all, and his resume, boom, 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 boom. The Hebrew Israelite brother came up there and said, oh, I'm glad you chose not to use your opening round because I'm not even playing with mines. And normally, most people use their opening round to talk and introduce themselves. He went right into a full PowerPoint presentation. Now, here's the thing about this debate that most people that were not at the debate are missing, okay? And this is a big key component to understanding the mood, the upset, and everything that happened at the debate. The opening round, Seti comes on first. He says he don't need an opening round because he's Seti. His resume says it all. He's Seti. He's the man. Cool. At that point in time, we all was in agreement with that. At least I was. Like, get you right. Your resume do speak for itself. I was even halfway of the mind like, yo, how does a nigga we never heard of before even get to come in and have a debate with Seti? You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, we got to keep the family, you know, thing upheld. You know, like, cats shouldn't just be able to run in and jump at the, you know, like, but whatever it is, boom, so whatever. So at that point in time, opening round, Seti comes up. Seti says he don't need opening round, he's the man. We kind of all still believe it. Other brother comes up, he says, oh, I'm all over this opening round thing. Goes into his PowerPoint presentation, boom. Right from the PowerPoint presentation, he goes right into these video and audio clips of Polite, of Seti, of everybody. I mean, he just, you know, he just had these clips. And me and my man was talking about the debate the other night on the phone, you know, like right before I spoke to Sonetta, and it was like, he didn't see the debate. I mean, he saw the debate, but he didn't see the debate at the debate. He saw the video of the debate. So we talking about the debate for damn near an hour before I realized he didn't see the beginning part where the whole momentum shifted in the room. He didn't get to see on the video the drums being played. Like when the Hebrew Israelite came, they came with drums, horns, rams horns. Like they came crazy. So they in there with the drums and the music session. They brought the spirits. Man, listen, they woke the spirits up on 125th and Harlem, and that's a very powerful place to come in and tap into the spiritual energy right there. That's a wild vortex they tapped into before anything even happened. All right, so before anything even happened, they tapped into a certain type of vortex right there with them spirits. That's number one. That took Seti's whole team out. You know, Seti's equipment. You know, and I noticed Polite had the same thing, where Polite, in his debate, his computer had shut off or his projector went down, so he started running around, you know, like jogging and stuff. I noticed that Seti's equipment kept malfunctioning. He went through about 8 microphones during that debate. And what am I saying? I'm just saying, maybe that might be me being spooky. I could be being spooky. It might be me. But in the 2 debates I seen against the Hebrew Israelites, cats is going at that book. You know, their equipment seems to shut down. That's all I'm saying. So that's all I'm saying. But so the first round, the opening round, oh shit, Hebrew. Excuse me. Now, what is in this tricky footage? The first clips were geared around Seti's black woman is God concept. You know, Seti, polite, Tahuti, the black woman is God, the black woman is God. Right? Now, obviously, I'm getting my hair done in the living room, all right, by a black woman. So I'm not going to go too deep into that because I got a few braids left, all right? But you know Seti for being a part of that unit that pushes that black woman is a god ideology. So he got Seti on there, a couple of clips of him with that. Then he had Seti having an argument with a sister on Blog Talk Radio, calling her all kind of bitches and everything, calling her all out a name. So right out the gate, Seti get into an uproar saying it's slander, it's slander, it's slander. So now things are in disarray and it's crazy. It's looking like it's like a 155th and 8th Avenue, like Rucker back in the days out there. It looked crazy. So then we get things back organized again, and he go back into his clips, and he pull up the next clip. The next clip, he's saying, you know, how can we basically see Seti as reliable and leader, and this is where his information is taking us, and this is what, you know, this is just what Seti's promoting. And he got an audio clip with Sara Suten Seti saying that he uses cocaine. Now, the word that's being used in the audio is blow. So you can take that into or out of context and say that that could be referring to cocaine, that could be referring to marijuana usage, whatever the case may be. Seti, of course, said it was slander. I believe he said it was marijuana usage, but whatever the case, when the brother played that audio footage of Seti saying that he promotes the usage of narcotics, that right there already had people about to throw their chairs into the roof and run out of there and scream and go crazy. Like the room was on 1,000. Like when my man Kanye said swag at 100,000 trillion, homeboy was whatever came after that. His swag was at 100,000 trillion and one after that. Like it was crazy. Seti was turned up. He looked like he wanted to fight. The Hebrew Israelites was, you know how they look. I mean, I ain't got to tell you what they was looking like. You know, when they ready for that type of thing. You know, so it was real crazy. You know, and Sinetta had already laid the rules down. So now that right there laid a dividing block between the audience, though, because you got half the audience like, yo, that goes against the rules. That does look like that is slander right there. It looked like that slander to me. So some people said he lost the opening round because of the slander. The other people said that's not slander because of Seti's remarks going into the debate and throughout the first and second round in the debate, where he was trying to establish certain inconsistencies, certain homosexual practices, and just certain things that were in the Bible. The Hebrew Israelite brother was able to show the hypocrisy and show that those things can be pointed out, not only in the Bible, but in every single organized spiritual system. There's some things that we can point out that will be inconsistent or that might not be consistent at all with our overall morals. So if we're going to do that, that's cool, but we can't do that and then promote something that has the same, if not worse, than we're condemning in it as an interwoven, integral part of its inner structure. So a lot of people say, you know what? It is admissible. Because we should want to know. If Seti's promoting the use of drugs as a part of, because the overall context of the debate is it the philosophies of Egypt or the philosophies encoded in the Bible that's going to get us where we need to go? Obviously, because we are having the conversation of either versus either. You know, my philosophy is that the Quran obviously comes out of the Bible comes out of the ancient scriptures. It's one system of breadcrumbs that our ancestors are leaving us, and it's not about where you get the knowledge. It's about what you're doing with the knowledge. So I disagree all the way around, but nonetheless, that's where the controversy comes in the opening round. So now the first round, Seti comes out and Seti lays some fire on his ass like we know Seti's going to. Seti lays some fire on his ass. Cool. Here's the problem though. When the Hebrew came up, he successfully rebutted every single question, every single point Seti made. Then he did it in time enough to build his own argument. So he didn't allow Seti's argument to reduce his counter statements to merely response, instead of being able to drive some points home and get on the offensive end. All right, so he was able to do that. Now, when Seti came back, second round, Seti was not able to successfully rebut anything the brother said. Now, here's what's happening post-debate. Here's what the Amun-Ra squad and a couple other handfuls of people are trying to do, that are trying to say that Seti won the debate. I mean, the general consensus for the most part is that Seti lost. It's a done deal. But you have these handful of people, and for the most part, it seems to be the old heads. And this is what the old heads are doing, right? This is what the old heads are doing. What the old heads are doing is they're saying, oh, well, Dr. Ben already debunked this, or such and such already debunked that, or I read a book already debunking that 20 years ago, so all Seti had to say was this, and he could have won with that. Or all Seti had to do was pull up this, and he could have won with that. The problem is this. It's a debate. It's not about exactly what's right or what's wrong. It's about what can you prove in the debate. When you go to court, and you in court, and the two systems do derive from one source. When you're in court, it's not about whether you're guilty of the crime or not. It's whether you can prove that the person is guilty or innocent of the crime or not. So it's not about being guilty or being innocent. It's about what you can prove in court. Same thing with the debate. It's not about us knowing where to find information that could debunk some of the things the Hebrew Israelite brother was saying. It's about whether Seti presented those things, which he did not do. Seti was outmatched, and his ego prevented him from being successful. Now, you know, from there, we're just going to go ahead and see what the family think. Those are my opinions. Let's go with the family. Ha!
In the debate, Seti versus Nasir, I only have one reaction. Wow. I'm going to repeat that reaction. Wow. Now, I'm going to have to explain why I said wow. When you look at this debate as an analogy, something as something allegorical, I'm going to use to explain my reason why. For me, Nasir, the Israelite, won that debate. And he won it in an outstanding fashion. Let me tell you how I came to that conclusion. In the U.S., there's two primary types of law. There's laws that are uniform, and then there are laws that only apply within the state that those laws of the residents of the state are bound to. Now, here's an example of a uniform law. The Federal Constitution, the Uniform Commercial Code, the United States Code, and all treaties in pursuance to the Federal Constitution. These laws are uniform because they have uniformity, meaning in every state of the Union, they're the supreme law of the land. They govern all laws within the boundaries of those states. Then you have state laws that are only applicable to the state constitution and to city charters within boundaries of his respective state. So I like to, as an analogy, I like to use lawyers and attorneys at law. A lawyer is one who knows how to access uniformity through uniform laws in their cases in order to win for their client. In local laws, you have attorneys at law. Attorneys at law take bar exams for their respective state and can only practice law within that state. So if I take the bar exam in the state of New York, I could only have a license to practice law in that state. I can't go to Florida and I can't go to California because I'm not licensed over there unless I pass their bar, and then through passing their bar, I get licensed and I can practice in that state. Okay? Seti was the attorney at law, and the Israelite Nasir was a lawyer. How does that apply to the debate? The lawyer, in this case, the Hebrew Israelite, was able to take scriptures and apply its characters, its places, its allegories, its stories into universal principles like negative ions, positive ions, electricity, magnetism, the hippocampus area of the brain, the pineal gland, the left hemisphere, the right hemisphere of the brain. He was using his understanding of scriptures and his understanding of these principles as science. So you have people in the audience who are scientists, who have ministries that deal with health and law, and they use uniform principles to help their clients overcome certain conditions that they don't want to be in. And they was in wow, because he wasn't just dealing with Abraham and Moses and the 12 tribes of Israel. He was showing how the 12 tribes of Israel and these characters are actual scientific principles in the universe. He even said, don't say we didn't study astrology. When we used to navigate, how do we study? How do we navigate? We looked up to the stars. So in the Ark of the Covenant, which is where their science comes from, they understand that these principles in their story of the scriptures apply to that. Plus, they understand morality. So when you attack the Israelites for eating their babies, he was showing in Egypt where they were doing homosexuality and eating people and cannibalism. You can't attack minds as if in your camp, y'all don't have the same behavior. But the difference is that as per the Israelite, in his scriptures, they reprimand and they condemn that kind of behavior. So there's a moral aspect to it. So now the Israelite is coming from two perspectives. All the characters, all the personalities, the stories in the scriptures are relevant to an electron, a proton, hydrogen, oxygen, left brain, right brain, hippocampus area, pineal gland, melanin. Apply that to science. How can you overcome uniforms? The only way Seti could have won this is if he would have took his Egyptology and completely plugged it into that type of science. Now, here's where the problem lies. The way you determine who wins a debate and who loses a debate is you don't complete their thoughts. Whatever they put on record is what's on record. So yeah, you probably could go to Kemet and show all the sciences that the Israelite was using in terms of bringing the scriptures into uniformity of universal laws and principles in the cosmos. You probably could do that if you're an intelligent, but Seti didn't do that. And since Seti didn't do that, he stood within the boundaries of Egyptology just to show how they had granite and just to show certain sciences that they did have. But it didn't debunk the Israelite science, because the Israelite science, you can't debunk it because it's uniform to Egypt, Kemet, and it's uniform to his understanding of the Israelite, which is a proton is a proton, an electron is an electron. Hydrogen a billion years ago is hydrogen a billion years later. Hydrogen is uniform. Oxygen is uniform. And when you bring the science and the uniformity and you plug your doctrine into that, you can't go wrong. Because all you're doing is using your doctrine as a springboard to take you to those universal sciences and that uniformity. So the Israelite won on the grounds that he was using uniform law. He was using his understanding of the Bible as a springboard to universal principles They cannot be refuted. How do you refute oxygen? How do you refute hydrogen? You know, you can't. That's what it is. So he used that as a springboard into that realm. And once you do that, whether you Christian, Muslim, or Jew, and you go and you're just saying that my Quran is just taking me to oxygen, hydrogen, electrons, protons, neutrons, then the game is over. Seti didn't do that. Seti stood within the boundary of worshiping Kemet and just what's in the boundaries of Kemet. So even if the white man destroyed all the pyramids, and even if he destroyed all the relics that we have of our ancestors, he ain't going to destroy hydrogen. He ain't going to destroy oxygen. So you master the elements. You master universal law and cosmic law. You got the game on smash. So, wow. Really. Good job. Israelite won that.
Okay.
Now, who won the Sara Seti and Brother Nasi debate? First, I'm gonna start with saying Seti was off his game from round one when the Brother Nasi showed the video of Seti saying the black woman is God and then cursing out a black lady, calling her bees. So Seti was getting out of his game from the jump. And then on top of that, he showed Seti talking about coke, and Seti started snapping. So when that happened, and somebody take you out the game, out your game, who game is you playing now? You playing their game. So Seti was already out his game plan, and then on top of that, I didn't know the guy knew how to come out the Bible. He came out the Bible. He went into the Egyptology. He asked Seti could he read the scrolls and in Egypt, and that right there, like, if you don't know how to read it, how you know what you're talking about? Like, you don't. So that right there, like, shut him down. Then Seti was reading scriptures out the Bible, but didn't know how to break the scriptures down. So the guy went back and broke down the scriptures and showed you the science in it. So that was like he was just bodying him, like he had his defense up. Seti couldn't hit him. He was coming back hitting Seti. Seti couldn't come back. Like, he wiped Seti out each round real bad. This might be the worst body I ever saw in debate history. Like, he wiped him up. Like, he came with science. He came with the Egyptology. He came with the Bible. He just came hard in every way. Like, it's going to be hard for anybody to beat Brother Nasi. Me and EnQi was talking about it, and I said it. And EnQi said the same thing.
Where would I like to see the future of the debates go? I would like to see the debates continue to evolve until we get to a level of hundreds of thousands of people coming out. On a much shorter goal scale, you know, I think I'm gonna go ahead because here's the thing, right? What I'm thinking I'm gonna have to do, see that's my fingertip. What I think I'm gonna have to do is take care of Tahuti once and for all. You know, I waxed him so bad in the van, and I'm gonna put the links. So if you didn't see the debate me and Tahuti had, you could go right under here and click the links. All right, I waxed him so bad. I waxed him so bad he had to go into reclusion for over 1.5 years. Where Tahuti been at? So, and you know, like, the only reason I even decided to debate Tahuti is he tried to ambush me. He wanted to get me to the ring. I didn't want to do it to him like that. I wanted to keep it behind the scenes. So he ambushed me. We were supposed to have a discussion and meet up on 125th. He get out there 3 hours late. My man got computer pictures and research and all. Luckily me, I walk with my research all the time. You know, whatever. So I was prepared. I was unprepared, but I was prepared. But yeah, I had to wash him up. And the reason why it's important is because the concepts are detrimental to our everyday well-being, especially our women, our children, and then that will in turn have reflections on us agriculturally, economically, moving forward into the future. People that don't love themselves typically cannot come together and move forward. So that's why I had to deal with it. And now he's back, and he's still trying to push these same philosophies again. So, you know, I might have to take him down, you know, this time permanently. So I guess the van wasn't enough. I guess 20, 30,000 people all over the world, Tahuti, that's telling you to stop, man. Minister EnQi has already proved conclusively that Europeans have a separate origin as Africans. Okay? We are not the same species. If so, they would not. You know what? Matter of fact, I'm just going to save that. I'm going to save that. But it's already done. We already did that. But you're coming back out with this black woman as God. So I tell you what, Tahuti, I tell you what. We can have a debate once and for all in the ring on the grand scale for everybody to see about this European being the light-skinned African thing. We could do that. And we could also merge the two arguments. Is the black woman God together in one? So I could crush you on this for the family at large. And we can rest assured on this black woman as God concept and the origins of Africans and Europeans, because it even came up in the debate against with the Hebrews against Brother Polite, as well as again in the debate with Seti. Africans versus Israelites, DNA differences, similarities, biology. It's coming up in questions that I'm getting every day about mulattoes, mixed breed folks. So all this stuff is stuff that we got to deal with. All this is stuff that we got to deal with.
I think it's great. I think it's great because you can't just say anything. Like, you can't just throw stuff out there. You read a book and, oh, I know something. Just because you read a book don't mean the book is right. You know what I'm saying? Somebody could have messed up on their research and their information and wrote it down, and you read it. So now you got great teachers and great researchers who studying, and they bringing the information up, and somebody else got to challenge their information from their research, and they're bringing documents, bringing proof. So I think it evolved. I think it came a long way, but I think this was the best debate I ever seen or been at. So shout out to Sara, Brother Polite, for that. This was great. Like, this was a great event. But what I think should happen with the debating world, I think that we need to stop debating topics of the old. Like, stop debating something that happened thousands of years ago. Like, let's debate something that we can use now. Like, let's debate paperwork. Like, if somebody's saying their paperwork work for helping people become sovereign or helping people clear their debt and mortgage, let's debate and see who paperwork is real, who paperwork really work. Let's see this. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Let's bring this to the table. Because everybody running around saying you got to sign this paperwork or you got to get this paperwork to become sovereign. Let's see who paperwork really work. You know what I'm saying? Who organization really work. Let's debate things that we could use. Because people trying to find a way, a solution. You know what I'm saying? I'm from the hood. I'm from North Philly. And we trying to find a solution. I know my people in the projects and in the hood, we need a solution. So I'm not bringing my dudes into nothing that don't work. So I want to see who really about it, who paperwork really work. You know what I'm saying? And then my dudes will be with it. The hood will be with it. And on top of that, let's debate health. That's the #1 thing. Health kills us more than anything. So let's debate health. Let's debate, should we eat meat or should we be vegan? Should we be healthy or should we be sick? Because I know to go to war, you got to be fit. You got to be healthy. And if we going to war, we got to be healthy. So let's debate that. Peace.
that's where I would like to go. So obviously, we're gonna let the cast speak.
My thoughts on the evolution of the debate is a good question when I'm asked that, because when I study it, I was all for the debates when I first heard about them, because in our community, we have a really big problem on dealing with our scholars. We could deal with our Michael Jordans, our Magic Johnsons, our Michael Jacksons, our R. Kellys, our kings of entertainment, whether it be basketball, sports, music, movies. But when it comes to our scholars, we don't know how to deal with our scholars. And you taking our scholars in an environment where it's hostile to their sincere held beliefs, because you're saying something, your opponent's going to check you on it. So you got to come correct. And most people don't know how to cope with that kind of stuff. So it was fitting that we closed out the debate with Seti versus Nasir. That was like epic. There was even some spiritual ghosts in there knocking out tables, messing with mics. Like, it was crazy. So the evolution is whatever the founders or the original organizers of these debates thought of in the beginning, it's becoming solid reality, where you don't have to go to the movies all the time. You don't have to purchase Knicks tickets, Nets tickets, Mets tickets, Yankees tickets. You know, you don't have to purchase those tickets to have a good time. You come to the debates and you have a blast. You got food that the vendors sell. You got books and other products that the vendors are selling. You get to see your old friends that you haven't seen in a while because they're doing their thing and they're traveling all over the country, sometimes all over the world. You know, so you get to assemble with your peoples. You know, you get to have sidebar debates, you know, on who won and who lost. You know, you actually get to interact with scholarship. This is scholarship of an excellent caliber, meaning it has excellence embedded in its final product. If you look at the outcome of these debates make you want the next one. You know, it's the evolution of the debates is getting more sophisticated. It's getting more enlightening. I mean, just imagine Nasir, who did an awesome job, was in the closet pre-debate. Nobody knew about Nasir. These Israelites weren't really known. It must have been dark in that closet. When they came out into the light, they came out guns blazing. The Israelites were no joke. Both of them, the one who went against Polite and the one who went against Seti. Like they're on the map because of these debates. So one great example of the evolution is no Hebrew Israelites. Hebrew Israelites are in the building. So the evolution is exciting. I'm looking forward for 2014. If this last debate was any indication on where we're going on with these debates, the future is bright. Okay, because now you want to read, you want to study, you want to get the videos, you want to get in there because you're like, yo, if they can get it, I can get it. I can learn this stuff. And they putting me and pointing me in directions that I can go study. And I got to get back into the Bible and find out how these characters relates to hydrogen, oxygen, you know, calcium, magnesium, manganese. Like, how do these things apply to uniform, you know, principles in the universe? So the evolution to these debates is profound. And I am looking forward to 2014. I'm kind of sad that this was the last one. We got a few more days in 2013 that we could probably organize one more debate. But it hasn't been organized. And it's sad because it's so good. I want one a week. I want one debate once a week. I know it's too hard. I know it's expensive. And I'm just telling you what I want. I know in solid reality that may not be applicable at this time. But yo, stay tuned. 2014 is promising if 2013 is any indication of the evolution of these debates. Peace, family.
And we're gonna do it like that. Going into the new year. Alright? So if you can't tell, listen, this is the wee hour. Alright? Let's see what time they say on my camera. 6:03. Alright? So that's 6:03 Eastern Standard Time. I'm just finishing up. 6:03 a.m. Alright, so all nighter. We grinding. So be on the lookout for the magazine. More exclusive material. Be on the lookout for the living room. Come get your hair done. Call up, set up your appointment, get your personal, you know, come through. We're gonna try to get some of the Drop Squad, you know, some things. We're gonna try to get some things going on down here. Sister Abundance is looking to franchise, so you know, we got some brothers down here that I'm building with as well from ISIS that are trying to do some things. So living room is down here. The number's on the screen. Obviously, you can call up, set up your hair appointment, talk hair products with all that stuff. We talk all that stuff. And that's it. Peace, man. Peace, peace, peace. Give the gift of health, man. The year's still new. So don't let Christmas, Hanukkah, or whatever you're practicing. You know, don't let it just be a one day thing or 1 week or 11 days or 12 days or half a month or 1 month. You know, start the year off giving and give the gift of health. That was the purpose of me giving away the bottles of Candida Cleanse. Let's give it away. Let me show you how to do it. I'm going to give it to you so you can give it to somebody else. I'm going to give it to you so you could give it to somebody else. I was going to turn it off on New Year's Day because a lot of people ordered. I'm like, yeah, I'm kind of behind the orders. Let me stop this now. But then people was hitting me up like, yo, thanks, I just gave 3 bottles to my aunt. Yeah, I just gave 2 bottles to this person. And damn, yo, I wish it stayed on until next week. So I was like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna just let this spin. I'm gonna let this continue to go right into, I guess, like people's New Year resolutions, you know what I mean? So people are trying to help people get off cigarettes, lose some pounds, lose some weight, all of those different things. So all of those different things. Check out the fat burn. All right. Mrs. Crystal, she didn't go into the dynamics, but obviously for those of you that have received the magazine already, you see the article, the full page about the baby fat burner. She lost over 100 pounds with it. You know, you can get the recipes and the guidance at the Facebook group, Drop Squad Kitchen. That's it, Advanced Institute. I know I've been slow grading tests and all that kind of stuff. I know I've been slow grading tests and homework, but I will get on my job. People been on me. So, everything coming, all right? We got the hair care. Obviously, you know, Sister Abundance got the deodorant, the full line of body care. We're just trying to show you, man. We're just trying to demonstrate for 2014. All right?